Hello, everybody. So I want to share with you how you can create your very own Seesaw activity in just a matter of minutes. Seesaw activities are right here, and they're great for creating templates and interactive activities for your students to complete, whether you want to create a virtual manipulative or there's a template that you want students to use. I'm going to just show you how to create a basic activity today. And so one of the things you'll want to do is go right here to the Activities tab. Once you go to the Activities tab, you'll click on the plus sign and go to Assign Activity, okay? So what you'll do then is you can look through, really, you can look through a variety of different activities in the activity library. Right here, you can go by subject area and even grade level. You can also just simply click on My Library, and any previous activities that you have done will appear. I'm going to create a brand new activity, and we're going to create a definition. We're going to create a definition of blended learning. Okay, so right here I have where I can type my instructions for my students. So I have some instructions right here that I created in a Google Doc. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just copy and paste them in here just to make things a little bit easier and more time effective. Next, I can go down and add a template. So what I have done is I've actually created a template already in Google Slides, or Google, not Slides, but Drawings. Just created a simple diagram and I just downloaded it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put it in Seesaw by simply choosing this upload button. And here's my drawing. Oops, wrong one. And then what I'll do is I'll just hit the plus sign or the check mark sign. This is my definition right here of blended learning activity. It's kind of a modified Frere model. I could add text. I could add audio instructions. I could add another picture. If I wanted to add even shapes, another background, even links, I can do that as well. For this particular template, I'm just going to keep it as is. And so as you can see right here, my students have a template. And they also have instructions in order to complete this assignment. Now, one thing that you may want to consider doing to make your instructions a little bit more accessible to students is creating some type of visual in here. And so I have a couple different tips for you that you may want to consider. First of all, as you notice right here, there are no bullets. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use on the Chrome browser, I'm going to use something called the Emoji Keyboard by Joy Pixels. And I'm going to just do a check mark. Okay, and as you can see, I have some different check marks right here. I'm just going to simply take those, and what happens is they automatically copy to my clipboard. So I'm just going to go ahead and paste them just to make it a little bit more visually appealing for my students. The other thing that I can do too is, as you're looking at the instructions, using the text icon to write 3 words, that might be great for students just to read through, but for our younger students, they may need to see a visual, or students who just need that extra scaffold and support. So I actually have a list right here from Seesaw. I'll post in this blog post on how to actually go through and use code to make an icon appear instead. So this is actually a label. So what I'll do is I'll actually go into Seesaw, and instead of saying text icon, I'm going to do a colon, and I'm going to type in the word label and then another colon. I have the same exact thing right down here. Let's do that. Use the label to write a definition. And then right here, I have a drawing icon. So the drawing icon is actually right here. Okay. And I'm going to, once again, go into my instructions, and I'm going to just put a colon in front of the word drawing. I'm going to get rid of the word icon and check out what happens. I'm going to hit save down here, and voila, it automatically puts those icons in there for my students. Now what I would do is I would assign it. So I'm going to assign it to my class, and I'm going to hit assign to the one class, and now I can view it. So when students go in and when they are going to access this, they simply need to make sure that they go to the Activities tab, and then they will choose Add a Response. When they choose Add a Response, what they'll have is the template come up, and then they can use the icons right here that I had suggested to create their own definition of blended learning. Once they're finished, they can simply choose the check mark to turn it in, and you are good to go. So that's how you create a basic activity in Seesaw. And the best part is that it will be available for reuse time after time again. Let me just show you where it is. Once you do that, let me hit delete and start over. Delete. Okay, so I can actually go into another class of mine. I could simply go in here to the activities tab. I could browse my activity library, and then I can go to my library. And as you can see in my library, here it is. It appears there, and I can assign it at any time.